Good day, everyone. Today I'm honored to share with you a story that intertwists art, faith, resilience, and nature's story of the Cathedral in the Glen, a powerful and poignant creation by Rev. Dr. Francis Howard Rose. Now, who is this man? Rev. Dr. Francis Howard Rose was more than just a missionary. He was an American Baptist, an educator, a composer, and an artist. Before the Second World War, he served as the acting president of Central Philippine College, which we know as Central Philippine University in Iloilo City. But during the harrowing days in the Japanese occupation in World War II, Dr. Rose along with the fellow missionaries fled into the dense forest of Hopevale located in Tabasco Peace. And there in the heart of the wilderness, he built something extraordinary. The cathedral in the Glen was not just a physical space, it was a testament of unwavering faith and quiet strength. A carved into forest gilding using only his bare hands, a small shovel, and a chisel. Dr. Rose transformed a natural ravine into a sacred open-air chapel. He didn't just survive in the forest, he created a sanctuary. Now, let's look at the artwork itself. The medium used was a crayon on paper. It's simple material yet the outcome was deeply expressive. Style-wise, it's vivid color capturing not only the physical beauty of the place but also its spiritual atmosphere. Let me point a picture for you. Towering trees arc overhead, forming a leafy dome. Rugged rocks act as a natural walls enclosing the sacred space. A central aisle leads to a center altar, topped with a humble wooden cross. Stone benches and reading desks are seemingly embedded in the terrain, and scattered throughout delicate floral arrangements, forest blooms adding grace and life to the chapel. The entire drawing radiates tranquility, it invites silence, reflection, reverence, at emerging of nature and spirituality. Now, if we share a personal experience, as a student, learning about the cathedral in the Glen was a powerful and humbling experience. At first, we saw it as just a simple crayon drawing, nothing out of the ordinary. But once I understood the story behind it, the setting, the history, and the faith that inspired it, I saw it in a completely different light. What touched me the most was the how Rev. Dr. Francis Howard Rose created something so meaningful in such a difficult time. He didn't have fancy materials or a proper studio, just crayon, a shovel, and his faith. That really stayed with me. It made me realize how creativity and belief can thrive even in the most uncertain and dangerous situations. And it reminded me that sometimes the most beautiful things comes from the hardest moments as long as we have the courage to keep creating and the faith to keep going. Thank you. So as we leave this story behind, may we carry with us the message of the cathedral in the Glen, that even in times of fear and silence, there is room for art, for faith, and for hope. Let us not forget that in every dark forest, there can still be a clearing, a sacred space waiting to be built. Once again, thank you for listening. May we all find our own cathedrals in the Glen, places of peace, purpose, and inspiration.